It is Rach and Bernie right here on your drive home. We're talking we missed last week. I missed you last week. It was not the same not having you in here. It was good to see your face again on a Tuesday.
Yes.
For our terrific Tuesday catch-ups.
Yes, terrific Tuesday.
I know.
Yes.
And we've got a really interesting one today.
We have.
Witch wound. W-I-T-C-H.
Yes.
Wound.
Yes.
What is a witch wound? Tell me everything.
So what's been happening in the last, it's a big spiritual movement, so to speak. It's been happening for quite a bit. But in the last probably 6 months, it's really caught my eye.
Yeah.
And as you know, lots of things have been happening last year. We've been talking about the empaths rising, stepping up to the surface, becoming more assertive. We went through the passive-aggressive side to the assertive island. And now it's talking about this witch wound. And this is a collective witch wound.
Yeah.
This is, and when you think about empaths, the fawn trauma response is quite used to this. It's an intergenerational trauma that's been passed down through our ancestors or pain that we hold of a past life or this lifetime, where we ourselves were persecuted and hunted for being what people perceive as witches. You could also say this as well, because when I'm talking to other people, it's the indigenous as well. They were persecuted, they were run down, they were haunted, and it's like now they're asking for their power back.
Yeah.
Like the mother and sister wounds, this is like a mother wound. You know, we have our mother wounds, we have our sister wounds. Sister wound is where not our actually siblings, it's actually sisters, as in, you know, bitches towards you, narcissistic. Mean girls.
Yeah.
This is the hugest thing that's what a sister wound is.
Yeah.
And when you look back into it, the sister wound were the ones who actually dobbed you in, had to get you into trouble because then they would be set free.
Right.
This is the males in the past life or, you know, in the collective wound. It's pervasive even today as we actively ignore or avoid talking about it, because to talk about it means that we have to address all the deeply rooted beliefs that come with it. That's part of how it stays intact. And what we're doing is asking to heal it by uncovering the wounds. You know, where have you been nasty to somebody else? Because that's part of the witch wound.
Yeah.
Judged, criticised others, you know, tried to dominate others as well. And it's a lot of forgiveness. It's bringing it to the surface.
Yeah.
Ask for forgiveness, hand it over. You don't even have to be speaking face to face to the person.
Yeah.
The more times that you can write it down, burn it, release it that way, karmically, energetically, it goes across and it is done. It's finished.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I find that so interesting to think about that we can be born with these traumas from previous lives, and that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're souls, and the souls keep going.
Yeah.
You know, they've got to learn so many different lessons in different experiences, different lifetimes as well.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we are, you know, when you hear it and it resonates with you, then go with it.
Yeah.
You know, just, okay, rather than lock it away, no, I'm too scared, I don't want to do that, I don't want to open that up. Guess what? When you open it up, you are so powerful. It also helps you. It also comes with you. The ancestors will teach you, the ancestors that you're setting free. It's not only you setting yourself free this lifetime, you're actually setting free all different other witches. And witches can also be males as well.
Yeah.
As we always talk, you know, the domestic violence for males at the moment, you know, that is so high, but they're not recognised. And that's why I'm saying about this witch wound, it's time now to, you know, uprise, step up to your own, you know, bring in your own power, take your magic back.
Yeah. And stop putting up with it. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll stick around. I'm going to come back and talk about this more. This is so interesting. I feel like there's a lot to this one, so don't go anywhere, Bernie. It's Rach and Bernie on your drive home right here on West Bremer Radio. Talking about a new topic today, witch wounds.
Yes.
Tell me more about witch wounds, Bernie.
Yes. So this is this witch wound, and we're talking about healing the witch wound.
Yes.
And it talks about us time to reclaim our voices, our intuition, our power, our magic. The witch wound is a trauma that's buried deep in our psyche and our DNA, and is carried from our past lives and ancestral images from times when women were persecuted, shamed, and even killed for being healers, wise women, wild women, herbalists, visionaries, midwives, truth holders. And you can, you have a look at lots of us at the moment, that Reiki's coming back. There's quite a few uprising of all these, that was not, hey, voodoo, you're not allowed to have that.
Yeah.
But now it's going, it really helps. Mindfulness, practicing meditation, how many are going into nature now?
Well, yeah, and Eastern medicine. I mean, for a long time that was just woo-woo, and now people are going, oh no, there is a lot of power in Eastern medicine. There's a lot of benefits. Yeah.
So it's just this witch wound. It makes us fear being different or too much. It's what prevents us from doing what we are being called to do, to stop speaking and shining and sharing our gifts, and keeps us small, hidden, and afraid. No more. It's time to reclaim the witch within. It's time to call back your power and magic. It's time to show up and speak up and share your gifts with the world. And then the other part here as well, it's also about freedom. Freedom of being yourself, your own expression, without having permission from anybody else.
Yeah, and that's really powerful to just,
stepping in, coming out of the closet, doing the things that, a lot of us will hide our gifts, our meditation, our altars, our rituals that we do, our cleansing crystals, our moon meditations, all of those sorts of things are all part of this witch wound. Yeah. So don't be scared about the witch wound. It's actually helping you really step up into your power. As we were talking before, it's similar to overthrowing the narcissistic people. In your life as well.
In a sense, it's kind of like learning you don't need to walk on eggshells around people because you're worried, what if I do or say something that upsets them? It's more about, no, I'm just going to be who I am, and they can like it or they can not like it, and that's okay.
And they can leave.
Absolutely.
I don't have to turn into whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I can open the door and I can actually leave. The truth shall set you free. Yep. The truth of what I like, what really inspires me, what gives me joy, those sorts of things. Okay, you don't like it? Okay, I don't like it either. The people pleaser, the empath, those things, the trauma, the fawn trauma response. This really sets in scene. Yeah. It's going, oh my God, we're up to that level of the witch wound. I can reach it. I can have it.
Yeah, and I mean, this sort of plays out in popular culture as well, because don't judge, but I am watching Married at First Sight. It's just trash-tacular television. But what I'm noticing is these women are they all seem very empathic, but they're all very, it's all about, what if he doesn't like me? What if he doesn't think I'm pretty? What if he doesn't think this? But what about if you don't think he's, there's that real imbalance of power that how do you take that back? How do you tell or help women to take that back?
But it's really reminding them, look in the mirror, do you like yourself? Yeah. Why don't you like yourself? Yeah. Why are you waiting for somebody else to tell you? Because you're turning yourself into the chameleon. Oh, okay, so I'm going to get a boob job. Oh my God, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that for them to like me, only for 5 minutes. Yeah. And then somebody else. So you've got to keep changing yourself. Yeah. But you don't know who you are. Yeah. This year, it's all about spirituality. It's all about owning all parts of you. Yeah. And that's this witch wound. Yeah. All parts of you are needing to come forward. Don't keep them in the shadows. Don't keep them in the dark. Yeah. They are needed. They're needed for you. Yeah.
Well, it's this whole thing about, women feeling like, and it's not always women, but people feeling like they have to dim their light because it's going to upset someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. As we say, it's these empaths, if you can become learn to become a compassionate empath, that means that you will listen, you'll see, but you'll give another side of the story. So this person doesn't like me, so I have to go within. Well, what do I not like about myself? Yeah, because they are treating you the way you're treating yourself.
Yeah, and it's okay to think, well, if they don't like me, you know what? That's kind of okay. Not everyone's going to like you, and I think that's a big thing for empaths to get their heads around.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and especially on these game shows. ratings are up.
I mean,
they're getting paid.
They're terrible. They're all kinds of terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm ashamed of myself for watching it, but I'm not going to lie. It's just a really great escape. But
I wouldn't be ashamed because you're the observer. You can actually see how it plays out.
But it's interesting talking to you and going, I can see what you're talking about. I can see that when I look at these women. And I'm thinking, why are you so, keen to, make them happy? Why aren't you, make you happy?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the aim of the game. You know, we're always looking on the outside of us. How about you look on the inside? The gold is on the inside. The gold is in your dark shadows.
Yeah.
And then find that, and then that's going to, again, it will set you free.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't have to treat me. You don't own me.
No, exactly. I am woman, hear me roar. Or more accurately, I am human, hear me roar. And, you can just be yourself. And Bernie, you've got some cool little tricks that people can do to sort of start taking back that power.
Yeah, absolutely. The main thing with this has to be your truth. Mm-hmm. You cannot be you can't be trying to lie and falsify to somebody else. This is your truth, how you feel towards somebody else. Mm-hmm. So you can write the person's name and then burn it, and then say a few words. I now claim back my power. Mm-hmm. I release myself from this tie that I have with you, whoever that is, and then you can burn it. Yeah. And the second thing is that you can write their name under your foot. Yes. In Texter. Yeah. And you walk on them
Bernie,
all day.
That would be so satisfying.
And what happens is that you are the main thing with this has to be and your where truth. It comes from. You cannot in the Egyptian times over the you can't be trying to lie. Is to write the name of to somebody else. This is your truth. How you and they so they can dominate and they can go through with it because they are powerful. They are underfoot and then burn it. And then they overthrow the other side. Say a few words. So energetically, you've released myself from this and more powerful. This and especially when that I have in a narcissistic situation, and then you can burn it. It's really hard to get your power back. It's you can write your name all of a sudden you turn into a scared little mouse. In Texter, the more that you can actually bring it up. That was very powerful. I've done it 3 times, and the amazing result is that you are claiming back your power. And where it comes from is in the Egyptian times, the armies used to write the name of their bringing back your power. So and they say so they can dominate, say whatever and they can go through with it. But I claim back my the biggest thing is I claim back my underfoot. That's what you're looking for because if you are side, so energetically scared, you've written it. You say I am more powerful. If you have anything like that, when it's in a narcissistic situation, that you are under the influence, under the spell, under the curse of somebody else. All of a sudden you turn into a whether it's your mindset, whether they know the more that you can mind bring it up in that. But that was that's when you start. Done it 3 times and the amazing result. Write the name under the foot.
That is so good. Could it be a situation?
Another mine was absolutely fantastic. We got, but it's bringing back your power. So you say because it was the truth. You say whatever evidence and stuff like that. But I claim back. And the biggest thing is I claim back. And a friend did it, and she that's what you're looking hadn't for because to her granddaughter for a long time because of the daughter, scared, sister wound, daughter wound. Anyway, she did these things. And if you have anything like that, half an hour or so, say granddaughter that's when you know that you are under the influence, under the spell, under the curse of somebody else. Whether it's mindset, whether they know that, and the third thing is set in that. And that's when you start writing their name. I used to do horizontal. You figure out the name under the foot. And then yesterday with a client, I was doing vertical. Another, it was mine was she was drowning. She was anchored to this caught out. And so we had decision ever. So because it was the truth, she could rise evidence and stuff like that. She was in a buoy, and she could rise to the surface, and she's above. She hadn't spoken everything is rising above for a long time. Everything is claiming your power, sister wound, daughter wound. You're not trying to do anything. Anyway, she did these things, and collect yourself, integrate yourself, and then take your power. Where do I want to go for? What do I want to do? Yeah, and I'm just being, kind of myself.
It works.
And the third thing is to cut cords. Yeah, constantly you
chords.
want,
Yeah.
not
I
what
used
you
to
want
do
somebody else might want
horizontal,
for you because
no,
you
figure
want
of
that,
eight
and it's
chords.
just
It's chaos.
And then
It's what
yesterday with a
you
client, I was
actually
doing
want.
vertical because
I'm gonna do
it
the
was
foot-
like as
the
if
foot
she was
writing thing.
drowning.
That-
She was
that's
anchored
so
under.
good.
And
But
so we had to cut
I've done a
chords
webinar
this
vertical,
week. So if you
so
want
she
to
could rise to the
contact me
surface. So
with
she
the
was
inner
like-
child
she
harmony
was in a
coaching,
void,
Yeah, yeah.
and she could
as
rise
well
to
on
the
the
surface,
first
and
of
she's
March,
above.
I actually start the
Everything is
healing the
rising
witch
above.
wound.
Everything
Everything is claiming your
course.
power back.
Yes.
You're not trying to do anything else. It's just then, collect yourself, integrate yourself, and then take your power. Where do I want to go now? What do I want to do?
This is the white witch
And it's just
stuff.
being, kind to yourself as well.
And being honest with yourself about what you
Yes.
actually want.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we
Yeah.
choose to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll have, it's energetically when you somebody else might want for you because you want
then
that,
you're going
and
to
it's
have
just
more power.
it's chaos because
Yeah.
you're calling on all the other power.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do the foot. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for another terrific tune. So let's do it again
And
next
I've
week,
got
shall we?
I've
Yes,
done a
we
webinar
will.
this
All right,
week,
well, you
so
have
if you
a
want
fabulous
to
week.
contact
And
me for the inner child harmony
it is Rachel
coaching,
Benny on your drive
as
home
well on
right
the
here
1st
on
of March,
Bremer
I
Radio.
actually start the healing the witch wound.
Course. Fantastic.
Yes.
Or we're going to share that on our Facebook page as well, so people can get in touch with you and
Yes.
sign up, because I think this is something that's going to resonate with a lot of people, and they're
Yeah.
going to be like, I want to do that.
This is the white witch stuff.
Yeah. And this is 2023, and 2023 is going to be powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we choose to.
Yeah.
And you'll have, it's energetically, when you're in the group, the sacred group, then you're going to have more power because you're calling on all the other power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Awesome. All right. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for another terrific Tuesday. Let's do it again next week, shall we?
Yes, we will.
Love it. All right. Well, you have a fabulous week.
Thank
and
you.
catch you on the flip side. It is Rachel Benny on your drive home right here on West Bremer Radio.